Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of MidRank Madness. This is a game between Underoath and aGrainofSalt on Cactus Valley, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Underoath. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is aGrainofSalt. Oh, alright. So this is a Diamond TVT sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of MidRank Madness. Again, this is my examination of gold, platinum, and diamond level replays sent to me at that address. Everyone I get, I will send to my screeners. The best ones will make the cut and be cast, and everybody will be happy. Alright, so better get my Reaper list ready because TVT often opens up with 2 Reapers, but often they are just for base defense against the other Reaper. It's kind of like a Cold War. You want to defend just in case the other guy attacks. Whoa. Oh, okay, this is scouting. I was going to say, is this going to be a ninja expand? No, just scouting up the right side is the blue player. And Underoath doing the same thing up the left side. They will meet right about here, I feel like. All right, here, I guess. There was stuff in the way there, but regardless, it is a command center first with aGrainofSalt. Oh, he is feeling brave today. It is a 4-player map. It is hard to scout, obviously. 2 SCVs. What the? Throwing up a double barracks here is Underoath right at the center Zelnaga Watchtower. What is his plan here? He already has a barracks back home. Is he going 3 racks Reaper? He getting a second refinery. He does need quite a bit of gas for this. Oh, this could be very dangerous for aGrainofSalt. Going this command center first play. He does have a barracks coming up, so he's not going like 3 command center, which would be insane. But regardless, he needs like a bunker. He needs to get a tank as soon as possible. I'm just trying to decide what exactly he needs because this is a Reaper group for sure. For sure. All right, so this group of Reapers from Underoath is going to be called the Black Eyed Peas. Will they stick together, or will one of them try an underwhelming solo career? So let's see if they could stick together here and be a force for amazingness against this fellow Terran player, aGrainofSalt. 1 Reaper on the way. The first member of Black Eyed Peas is here. Has anybody scouted the correct location yet? No, Underoath really wants to find his dude. He's sending another SCV out. Finally going to scout this bottom right corner and say, okay, this is where he is. 1 Reaper for Underoath heading top left. Does kill the scouting SCV for aGrainofSalt. aGrainofSalt does not know this is coming. He was about to scout the red Terran player. He actually wouldn't have seen the multiple barracks here, but seeing a lack of anything else in the main would have ticked him off, or cued him. Teed him off? What am I trying to say here? Tipped him off. Tipped him off. Reaper coming in versus 1 Marine. I think he can win that thing, especially if he uses KD8 charge. Well, no. Black Eyed Peas, you gotta go. The longer this waits, the worse it is for you. Planetary Fortress upgrade. That is natural base for aGrainofSalt. Does he know? He has no idea what's coming. He's just going PF at his natural. What amazing game sense here. KD8 charge, not necessary. Taking 1 Marine down, taking another Marine down. The Black Eyed Peas are coming in hot and heavy and strong right now. All these SCVs at the natural are going to die. Planetary Fortress is not quite done yet. When it is, it will be a nice force for good, but oh, aGrainofSalt, you're in so much trouble right now. He is making a Marauder. That might be moderately useful. He's getting a factory here as well. Reapers should be really getting inside this mineral line. Hop in. Don't worry about the supply depot. Get in there. Get in that mineral line and lay waste of those SCVs, dude. Underoath, why are you doing this? Why are you killing buildings? There we go. Now going after some SCVs. Trying to kill some add-ons here. He has some really weird priorities. SCVs are running for their lives. They're going to start mining here at this natural base, which is, again, is naturally protected by the command center. Lots of dead SCVs, though. 8 dead SCVs for the blue Terran player. aGrainofSalt losing workers like crazy. 11 dead SCVs. It is 15 to 24 harvesters. Underoath is ahead. He has an expansion. He's knocking down the barracks that aGrainofSalt moved over here to the natural as well. But command center sees all and protects all. Reapers can't get too close. Can't get too close in here. Trying to find a spot where the buildings can land where they are safe from these Reapers, but I don't know what's going to happen. Add-on Tech Lab killed by Reapers. A little bit too far out of range there. Swinging around the backside here as well. Black Eyed Peas doing so well in this game. Pretty much forcing aGrainofSalt to pack up in this little tiny corner over where its barracks is to the left of this command center where this planetary fortress is. He is getting, oh, is that high-sec auto-tracking? High-sec auto-tracking for aGrainofSalt to increase the defensive range of the planetary fortress, because right now he can't hit these Reapers. aGrainofSalt can only basically mine from this one mineral patch, possibly 2 mineral patches on this left side of the natural base. He does have some mules and some SCVs here mining in the main, as Underoath is not paying particular attention to the fact that there is still stuff going on inside the main base. He's kind of obsessed with his natural. Oh, the Cyclone comes out, not taking any damage from nobody, forcing one of the Reapers away. Another Reaper here trying to get rid of the engineering bay all by his lonesome. Dude, you're not built. You are not built to take down buildings. All right, and is that it? Is that it for the Reaper harass? More Reapers? Nope, Marines now coming in for Underoath. I don't know. You saw Cyclone, you saw Planetary Fortress. It has a high-sec auto-tracking now. Has some good range. A third command center coming up for Underoath. What? Underoath is expanding like crazy, making a ton of Marines and making tanks, making medevacs, while our blue Terran player is also getting tanks of his own. So I like this. I like what we're seeing from GrainofSalt. He defended. He's down 34 to 24 harvesters, having lost 12 SCVs in that early assault. Black Eyed Peas are dead. They are done for. Actually, there's one remaining. That one has the solo career that we heard earlier. Excuse me. Marines and Marauders coming right on in, going after the tank, going after the Cyclone. I feel like they could have gotten the tank, but no, they're forced to retreat here. Cyclone doing extra damage versus that Marauder that was in the group. Underoath says, ouch. Ouch. Tank, no kills. Cyclone, 5 kills. Wow, good job, Cyclone. Again, it was a team effort of Tank and Cyclone. Planetary Fortress is Supply Block trying to build himself in an SCV. Double supply depots on the way. Terran building armor coming up from aGrainofSalt right now. So that should be interesting as well. Double barracks coming up back home for Underoath. He is making them medevacs. He's making Marines. He's making tanks. He's transitioning into a more standard approach to TVT. Again, building armor for aGrainofSalt. All right. Makes sense, I suppose. Building a bit of a protective barrier out of supply depots for his siege tank here. He is spending his money pretty well. Again, he's down like 25 harvesters, though. Well, 20. Okay, not 20, 15. 15 harvesters. I should stop exaggerating. And sneak expanding to the top right here is aGrainofSalt. Reaper tries to get inside for the scout for Underoath, but gets blasted by the siege tank. Single kill there. Underoath setting up. Oh, in range of the blue tank, though. No. Get out of there. Oh, tank is gone. Another tank is here for Underoath, but GrainofSalt moving out with his barracks, trying to see what's going on out here, and does see the Marines, sees the Marauders, and sees the tank. It's 63 to 37 harvesters. GrainofSalt is in a ton of trouble right now. It is essentially 3 base to 2 base. 39 to 29 harvesters. Yes, Sneaky Ninja expand for GrainofSalt up at the top right, but there's nothing there yet. No mining. And I'm not sure how GrainofSalt's going to get workers up there, considering he has a pretty good contain set up on him right now. Barracks scouting things out, allowing the tank to have extra range. Oh, tank on the low ground can see that supply depot. What? Medevac scouting it here in the sky. Excellent job here by Underoath. Viking going to chase off the medevac, though. Is it enough? It's not enough to save the supply depot, but it's enough to save further supply depots from the same fate. Good job getting a Viking here. GrainofSalt. Pretty good micro on display from these players, I would say. Being very careful. Careful with the Viking. Doesn't want to get hit by these Marines. Oh, the scan. The scan from Underoath. More and more reinforcing Marines and Marauders coming up to the front here. Underoath is putting a ton of pressure on aGrainofSalt. Raven on the way for aGrainofSalt. I guess, I don't know exactly what he'd be using this for. Auto turrets, perhaps? Could be pretty fantastic. Tank by aGrainofSalt now hitting Underoath's tank. And does manage to get it there. Viking trying to get rid of this medevac. The Marines who were protecting it are forced to retreat as they got in range of that tank splash. Really wants the medevac kill. Marine gets the medevac kill. And Underoath pulling back to a safer location, getting Vikings of his own. And taking a bit of a sigh of relief there, breathing a little bit there, is GrainofSalt. Finally starting to mine from his Ninja expand, getting some mules down there as well. Orbital command upgrade for the top right base as well. So 3 base to 3 base. Underoath does not know about the third that GrainofSalt has. And honestly, GrainofSalt has done 0 scouting at this point. He's done no scans. He's sent nothing over to see exactly what's going on from his opponent. He's playing entirely defensively right now. I heard that Raven come in. Did that Raven come in? Raven's heading north, actually. Where are you going, Raven? We'll keep an eye on that in the minimap. For the time being, we got combat shield. We have infantry armor 1 and attack 1 coming up from Underoath. GrainofSalt just going Ravens, man. Drop inside the main base. Oh, drop inside the main base, getting rid of these missile turrets before they can finish up. Oh, that was the perfect timing for Underoath to do that. Cyclone, no, by himself, can't make it happen. Auto turret tossed down, trying to kill some stuff, gets burned down immediately. Viking gone as well. Grain of Salt in a ton of trouble. He just doesn't have the units to handle this. He's going to lose all of his SCVs here in his main base. Raven shows up and gets burned out of the sky before doing much of anything whatsoever. Second Raven is dead. Tanks for a Grain of Salt, setting up in the low ground, pretty much allowing Underoath to do whatever he wants here, unless they wander over in range of the tank fire. Yes, they can do whatever you want over here. Take down the starports. Attack up the front by the Red Terran player as well. Oh, Grain of Salt, no. Grain of Salt is in so much trouble. Planetary Fortress here to defend against this biological army, doing pretty well for himself. 18 kills. All right, so alive. Tank gets killed by defensive tanks as well. That was the big problem for the command center. But we do have Marauders, a bunch of Marines sitting here inside the main base. The main base is being absolutely obliterated. Oh, obliterated. But every time they wander over to the left here, they get hit by missile turrets. They get hit by tanks. Liberators setting up shop for Underoath. Oh, the Liberators taking out the tanks. Underoath doing so well. Meanwhile, auto turret tossed down at the natural base of Underoath, killing a few of those SCVs. 10 SCVs have been lost for Underoath at this point in time. Grain of Salt is continuing to multitask. He's down to effectively 2 bases, which is not great. It's 40 to 27 harvesters. If he didn't manage to get those auto turret attacks down, it'd be a lot worse for him. But he did manage to get those down, kill 10 SCVs of his opponent. But man, the pressure continues here from Underoath as the music mellows out, even though this is, again, a pretty insane situation. How do those Liberators die? How are these Liberators dying? Ravens, maybe, with auto turret here? Hunter. Okay, so yeah, auto turret tossed down underneath this Liberator and is enough to kill it. Wow, enough DPS to make that thing happen. Amazing stuff. Marines coming back down saying, Grain of Salt, you cannot expand. You cannot rebuild your main base. I guess it's not really expansion, just a rebuild there. So they managed to force a cancel on the rebuild and then pick up and boost the heck on out of there. Underoath continuing to push up here. What can he do? How can he continue to put the hurt on the blue Terran player? Again, doesn't know about this base. Doesn't know about this base at all. This is why you got to scout, man. If your opponent seems to be doing better than they should be doing based on the fact they're on one base, as a Grain of Salt is, scout. Scan. You have so many orbital commands right now. Use some of them for scans and see if you can find where this base is. This base dies. I think a Grain of Salt is totally toast. Ravens trying to sneak on inside the main base here, flying past this missile turret and lives. Raven lives with 11 hit points. Toss down some auto turrets, wants to kill the SCVs that are mining gas, and there's a missile turret in this main mineral line. Not anymore, actually. Auto turret almost takes it down, but it is burning down. At the very least, another auto turret tossed there as well, and both Ravens managed to escape with their lives. Most SCVs evacuate from the main base. Expanding again is Underoath, continuing this northerly progression on his expansions. It is 102 to 52 total supply. Underoath is absolutely killing it compared to his opponent. It is 39 to 35 harvesters, though. A Grain of Salt is keeping up in that worker count. 18 SCVs have been killed by Grain of Salt, but Underoath has killed 35 of his own. That is a lot of SCVs. Grain of Salt not giving up, throwing up his, rebuilding his base once again. SCVs building missile turrets, ringing the edges of this main base. Really wants to keep this thing for once in his life. Actually mine from his main, if it is all possible. Scouting with his barracks, seeing what's up, seeing Marines, seeing Vikings, and pulling back on home. Going mass Raven is a Grain of Salt. What is this? What is this defensive? How? All right, Grain of Salt, I will put some trust in you. I will not question your decision to go mass Raven at this stage of the game. 6 Ravens throwing down auto turrets, taking damage. But wow, the auto turrets killing so many Marines there, trying to kill the Vikings as well. A battle cruiser pops in, does 2 battle cruisers do tactical jump into the natural base of a Grain of Salt. Oh no, what is here? What is here to stop this auto turret's gonna have to do the job. Ravens literally losing their lives making this thing happen. Not really. Not really, and the auto turret's burning down one of the battle cruisers very quickly. The other one is still alive, which is a problem. Another auto turret chasing that battle cruiser away down to 25 hit points and is retreating. Underoath losing that BC. Mules tossed down at the front by Underoath to repair it. There are 3 battle cruisers on the map right now for Underoath. Where are they? Here they are. They are wandering their way on over. They just don't move fast enough to look like they're moving with purpose when they're under their own power. Tactical jump. Now that's exciting stuff. That is definitely some super exciting stuff here. Tank trying to take down this supply depot. We got Ravens getting shot down by Vikings here from Underoath. Auto turrets again chasing them away. Tank with 5 hit points to his name. Underoath still trying to kill this thing. Ninja expansion from aGrainofSalt. Taking the expansion, well, the third base location, or the top right location. Marines and Marauders trying to defend their tank as auto turrets are being tossed down. More of these auto turrets are here, getting rid of the Raven. Marauders pretty good in this situation. As you can see here, Marauders are not dying to these auto turrets. No sir, Bob, especially not with +2/+2. That's just insane stuff right now. Tanks trying to defend. Planetary Fortress killing a Marauder. That is some good range on that. That high-sec auto tracking really pays off. Battle cruisers wandering in, using Yamato cannon to take down the starport that's at the front here. For the most part, as the other battle cruisers taking it out the rest of the way. No more Ravens for aGrainofSalt. He's going to lose both of his starports. Ugh. No, he still has 2. He's still, well, I guess that's probably 1. Where's his other one's up here in the main base? All right, so he was 3 starport. Now he's 2, which again, not as bad as going from 2 to 0. I suppose Ghost Academy on the way from Underoath. Oh, is he going to try to nuke his opponent out? That actually seems like a good strategy. A good idea. Thor trying to smash stuff at their front, getting chased away there as well. All right, so 4 base in it is Underoath. He's got just tossing down barracks everywhere, having a hard time spending his money, although he is down to 300, 400. I mean, he's keeping up with production facilities to spend the money that he's getting off of these 4 bases and 49 workers. Actually, aGrainofSalt is 55. aGrainofSalt has taken the worker lead somehow. I am not entirely sure how that's happening. Natural base way oversaturated here. Yamato cannon trying to take down the planetary fortress. Can't do it. Battle cruisers are forced to retreat from the situation. Auto turrets being thrown down by Ravens every which way. Tactical jump used for escape from Underoath. All right, getting some damage in there. Planetary fortress still alive. Still alive. You know what? Grab a medevac. Do you have a medevac? He does not. He has 12 Ravens and a tank and 57 SCVs. Does aGrainofSalt. If he had a medevac, he could fly them up here. Another base taken by aGrainofSalt up in the very top side of this map. He is like spitting distance from Underoath's 4th, but neither player knows the other one is there. Nope. They do not. They do not know the other one is there. All right, Underoath, look. He keeps making stuff. Go look for additional bases. Nuke on the way from our Ghost Academy. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for nukes in this game. We got battle cruisers, Ravens, nukes, tanks. What more do you want from a TVT? I can't imagine wanting anything else from a Terran versus Terran in Legacy of the Void, honestly. All right, ghosts are here. Ghosts are here. Do they have personal cloaking? They do not have personal cloaking, but I don't know how necessary that is. Unless auto turrets take them down, I guess that is the one concern here. Quadruple pumping battle cruisers is Underoath. And there's personal cloaking. So is he going to wait for cloaking? It just got started, or just try to nuke? So there's the scan. He sees the number of Ravens on the field. It says, if I can get those Ravens, I think I can win this game. Is what Underoath says. A lot of missile turrets being thrown down by aGrainofSalt here at the natural base. Worried about additional warpins, additional tactical jumps from our friend, the battle cruiser. Top left base being taken by Underoath for his 5th. It is officially 5 bases for aGrainofSalt. He's got 70 SCVs. How, what? Does he really? Yep, he's oversaturated his main base. His main base is up and running like nothing ever happened. Here we go. Trying to Yamato cannon down the planetary fortress. They get it! And they tactical jump out of there. They get the planetary fortress that has been the bane of Underoath's existence for so long. It is dead. It is absolutely sniped down there. Well done. Indeed. Can aGrainofSalt recover from that? I feel like he can. He's doing all right. He's got 72 harvesters. He's down in worker count. The Ravens throwing down auto turrets, getting rid of the ghosts. Oh no, all of the ghosts, the tanks, the Thors, Marauders getting burned down, medevacs as well. That was enough auto turrets, even though there were Marauders there. Holy cow. Yamato cannon chasing down some of these Ravens, thinning their ranks out, and tactical jumping in front is half of the group. aGrainofSalt forced to retreat a different angle here, running for his life. If he runs too far north, though, he will reveal the location of his secret bases to these battle cruisers. Oh no, auto turrets being thrown down to try to dissuade that from happening. Underoath tosses down a lull. Auto turret on these SCVs. Is Underoath getting rid of SCVs on purpose? No, he's trying to bring them in to repair the battlecruisers. They're getting focused on that auto turret, though, and most of them die. Oh, man, look, but he did lead the battlecruisers away from the top right side of that map. Underoath still doesn't know, but he does scout the 4th base of Underoath. Ravens find this one. There is no anti-air whatsoever here. Can he find additional bases is what he's trying to do. He's doing a great job scouting, I would say. He does find the 5th base of Underoath up here in the top left corner. Mules just got thrown down. They're forced to retreat. Oh, no, throwing down auto turrets. The Mules running for their lives. Running is basically the same as killing them, because if they're not mining, they're in a lot of trouble here. Battlecruisers showing up, saying, you leave our top base alone. And the Ravens are forced to retreat here, but they are definitely faster than battlecruisers. 385 move speed compared to 262. But trying to hem them into a corner here. Can they squeeze through? Tactical jump. Oh, the tactical jump trap. The Ravens all getting burned alive by these battlecruisers, and all the Ravens are going to die, except for just a few of them. I guess there's still 11, but only 2 in that group. Oh, Underoath throwing out the BM there. It's okay, bro. It's all right. That was a good move. He's doing a good job with the tactical jump ability on these battlecruisers. A lot of missile turrets here, trying to sneak some SCVs out. Oh, but he gets scanned as he's trying to sneak the SCVs out. That tells Underoath there's a base up here somewhere. At the very least, it might be the best for these SCVs just to get caught and killed by this Marine group sent out to take them down. But instead, they just barely escape the Ravens. Oh, they get in range of the Marines and get taken out of the sky. These Marines are +3/+3. That is no joke. Hellions being sent out every which way for a grain of salt, trying to burn down SCVs, I guess. You know what? This is an interesting strategy, sending them all out at once, hoping Underoath can't deal with this at any level all at the same time, and actually taking out a lot of SCVs. A lot. No, Underoath found it. He found the expansion top right base for a grain of salt. Going to lose a ton of SCVs there. It is 24-66, though. Hellions doing a great job at 3 separate locations here in the top left. 55 SCVs have been lost by Underoath at this point. Alright, so his 5th base and his 4th base and his 3rd base are essentially devoid of SCVs. There might be a handful there, but that is about it. Moving in, Marines getting rid of what is left of a grain of salt's top right. Ninja expand at the same time. Underoath continuing to say, hey, there are additional bases I did not know about. Where are they? Hell, Blue Flame Hellions now for a grain of salt. Getting rid of what's left of the natural base of Underoath. Can he get inside the main? He can. The main base of Underoath, but there's nothing here. Marines do find grain of salt, like 5th base at the top here. Nuclear launch detected. Trying to get rid of the, oh, they get it. Auto turret takes down the ghost. And Hunter Seeker missiles trying to get rid of the tank battlecruisers, but they're too fast. They are too fast. It is now 33-3 SCVs. Underoath is down big time in worker count. I don't even know where his SCVs are, honestly. But Grain of Salt has basically gotten rid of everything, or lost everything that he had on the outskirts. He just lost his last orbital command out there. He's down to 1 mining base, which is his main, which is weird. Which is very weird that it is his main. But that is the case. Alright, where on earth are these SCVs? Well, there's one here, one in the middle of nowhere, and one additionally in the middle of nowhere. Alright, fair enough. So Hellions trying to take down an orbital command by themselves. A couple Marauders come back to deal with them. Here at the 3rd base, Hellions finding another SCV. We're down to 2 for Underoath. I feel like Underoath might be able to break this. There are just so many. 21 Ravens. 21 Ravens. Yamato Cannons getting rid of the missile turrets, defending this natural base. Good choice. Taking down the tanks as well. If you have Yamato Cannon, use it. Use it, Underoath. That's what I'm all about. EMP is being thrown down on the Ravens. Not really taking out all of their energy, but it does get rid of 100 or so. Is that right? 100 damage to shields and units. Hunter Seeker missiles saying, ghosts, what up? Whoa, goodbye, ghosts. Ghost count is down to 0. 9 battlecruisers, 21 Marines. Here go, battlecruiser versus Raven with Marine support. All the auto turrets being used, and Underoath decides it is time to retreat. Marines attacking into auto turrets. You think they would have learned their lesson by now. Trying, oh, battlecruiser. Actually, did he just use Hunter Seeker on himself? Did Grain of Salt by accident? I think he may have. So the thing is, oh, no. Underoath has his own Ravens now. Okay, he does have 4 Ravens and 5 Vikings. All right, that makes more sense. That makes a lot a lot more sense. Gotta have to expand somewhere, Grain of Salt. You're in a ton of trouble right now, man. Hellions finding the secret muling base of Underoath at his 4th, and all the mules are going to die. Underoath needed that income so bad. He's down to 160, 185 minerals. Hellions getting picked off by this Marine Marauder group. Can the Blue Flame do it? The Marauders are the big problem here, and the Marauders win that fight. Yeah. Yes, they do. Ravens using PDD to get past the missile turrets and just scout and see what's going on. What is happening here from aGrainofSalt? Many auto turrets thrown down here at the natural base, trying to get rid of production facilities of his opponent. Not enough DPS quite to do that. As it turns out, he wants to get the fusion core, and he does. Nuclear missile on the way from Ghost Academy Underoath. He wants to break this with a nuke, is what he wants to do. Once again, sneaky third base by aGrainofSalt at his traditional third base location, mind you. It's not too sneaky, but oh, the ghosts found it. Oh no! +3 ghosts decimating this SCV line. SCVs forced to fight for their lives, but there's the cloak. There's the cloak. SCVs are in so much trouble. aGrainofSalt is going to be down to very few SCVs when all is said and done at this massacre. Down to 9. Down to 9. Auto turrets getting rid of that 4th base that Underoath had. Ghosts finishing off the remainder of these SCVs. There are 4 remaining. They leave 1. They spare 1 to try to take down this orbital command. Does he have a scan available to get rid of these ghosts? I don't think he does. He does not have a scan. He does. He lands the orbital command, gets the scan, and then the Blue Flame can get rid of these ghosts for the most part. Their upgrades are just so good. Again, +3 in all the infantry. It's down to 7 to 3 harvesters. Underoath is coming back. He's making a comeback here with his worker count. He's got his battle cruisers. They are +3, +2 battle cruisers. Everything in the sky has those upgrades. aGrainofSalt's final orbital command is being taken out by ghosts here. The Ravens are all that is left. It is not... What the... I guess I just lost my BattleNet connection. That's not good. Regardless, we could still keep casting. I've never had that happen before when I'm casting. All right. So battle cruisers coming in for a final push. Group of Ravens for aGrainofSalt. How many does he have? 32. He's got 32. He's going after Underoath's third base. Up along this left side. He should be able to finish it off as it's already weakened. Auto turrets by Underoath being tossed down at the front for aGrainofSalt. Yep, third base is gone. Underoath, do you have any orbital commands remaining? Let's take a look. No. No, he has 2. He's got 1 at his natural. Okay, now he has 1. He has 1 at his natural, is what he's got. Ravens accidentally flying in here to the battlecruiser Raven group. Hunter Seeker missiles getting some big time hits off on those Ravens. Wants to throw down auto turrets. They are taking direct damage from these battlecruisers. However, the Marauders on the ground getting murdered at the same time. Battlecruisers with the upgrades losing a couple of their group. All the Vikings fly over and end up getting killed. Tactical jump at the same time. Raven group by aGrainofSalt getting thinned out, but taking as good as they're getting here. Production tab showing absolutely nothing from either player. It is 51 to 34 harvesters for these dudes. Auto turrets thrown down by aGrainofSalt. Can he take down this battlecruiser army? Underoath is not running from this. Now he is. Now he's running, but losing 2 or 3. Oh, the battlecruiser group is completely gone, as well as the Vikings. It is suddenly 7 supply for Underoath. aGrainofSalt has 28. What is even left here? 1 nuclear missile and 7 SCVs for Underoath. That is exactly what he has. He's not willing to give up yet. He's bringing his final orbital command to this like 7th base location, which is really a 3rd base location, but whatever. It's very close to home, and he is mining as best as he can. He's tossing down mules as well. At this point, aGrainofSalt needs to send out Ravens. Oh! To see where these bases are. Throws out the reverse BM. It's okay, bro. How did you do that with Ravens alone? Says Underoath. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You know what? I'm going to have to agree with you. These Ravens have been a lot better than they had any right to be, especially considering they had no armor upgrades, no shipplating upgrades whatsoever. Absolutely 0 at this point. He needs to find where the stuff remains for Underoath. It's basically hide and seek right now. aGrainofSalt happily mining from his 3rd-ish base with his 2 SCVs and a bunch of mules. He was able to get off of this 1 orbital command that he has. It is just bare bones to bare bones right now. Problem is Underoath just doesn't have production facility. I guess he could make more battle cruisers, but again, established, not great against Ravens. I don't know what he wants to do here with his like 900 minerals in the bank. I'm trying to think. Marines aren't going to be very good, even though they are upgraded. Maybe a lot of Marines. Cyclones, perhaps. Well, Micro to Vikings might be your best bet here, but can he get up enough? Oh, the Ravens found it. The Ravens found Underoath's secret final orbital command. He needs to, there it is, auto turrets. It is an auto turret gauntlet for this orbital command, and it is dead. Pieces flying into the sky, and ooh, actually jumping over that entire chasm was that big piece. That was cool. That was really cool. Expanding up in the top rightish is Underoath. Expanding in the very top right is aGrainofSalt. Underoath is just trying to do this, bring this, what I'm trying to say, lengthen this game as long as he can. Right about now, some Marines here from Underoath, of actually a big group of Marines. He's been doing fairly well for himself, spending his money, 12. Marines on the ground here, trying to pick him off, but again, auto turret surround is a bad experience, a very bad experience here for our Terran player. Blue Ravens, they need to scout is what they need to do. I understand they can beat anything that Underoath has here, but he needs to send Ravens out to different corners of the map and just see exactly what he can find. And Marines taking down a Raven, losing some of their own in the process to the auto turrets. These two barracks have been in here since the beginning of the game from Underoath, directly under fire, actually actively burning down here at 300 hit points and in the orange. And in the orange. Is he expanding again? Where is he expanding again? Oh, just upgrading to an orbital command at the one base that he has. Again, at the top right. All right, so the Marines for Underoath are heading out here. I can't believe Underoath is still in this thing. How is he doing this? I guess it's mostly that aGrainofSalt is choosing to move around his Ravens as a giant group, instead of, you know, sending them off one at a time or using scans from his orbital command. Ah, shoot, the Marines from Underoath found aGrainofSalt's secret base, secret mining base, massacring all of these Marines. Again, the +3/+3 is super good out of our Marine player right now. Just dead impressive. Orbital command does try to escape from aGrainofSalt, or for aGrainofSalt, does manage to escape back inside the main base. Marines are overstimmed. These Hellions should be able to get them. Yep, 3 Marines, and they're just too low on HP. If they had more HP, they could have taken those Hellions, especially considering no upgrades on the Hellions, except for the Blue Flame. There is definitely the Blue Flame. 10-6 Harvesters, 24-38 total supply. aGrainofSalt has the lead in the one, but not the other. Barracks explodes, but again, I think he has enough barracks to produce what he wants to right about now. The Ravens find secret Underoath base. Underoath base. No, SCVs, run. Run now. There's the Circle of Doom, and Underoath taps out with the Rage Quit. Okay, this is getting an epic tag. That was the most epic MidRank Madness game I've ever cast in my entire life. That was just the 3 racks Reaper that did so much damage to aGrainofSalt. It gets a Planetary Fortress up. It is natural. Loses his main several times. Has to sneak expand up here. Decides to go Mass Raven when all is said and done. Versus Battlecruiser, versus Ghost, versus Nukes. Underoath did what he could to crush the player, but aGrainofSalt refused to die. Amazing. Amazing play for MidRank Madness. All right, that's going to be it from me. This is Ben, Falcon Paladin, coming to you with yet another incredible edition of MidRank Madness. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.